Hey guys, I wanted to talk about a particular subject that I wrote down that I thought just didn't make sense. So I want to see if you agree or if you disagree or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna read it out to you. Basically, what I wrote down, it says, "Little do rappers know that any type of talking is a form of snitching. Talking is saying or telling someone something, and um, it's a form of giving information, and that's what snitching is. So, who's to say what the difference between talking and snitching is? Because it's basically the same thing. It's a transfer of information to one person to another. So, yeah, and calling a girl a hoe is basically snitching. You might be like playing around and be like, "Oh, she's a hoe." Well, yeah, you're snitching. You're saying that she's easy, and you're telling everybody about it. So that's a form of snitching. Um, Talking about, well, particularly rappers, talking about guns and drugs that you have in your songs, whether you're lying or not, that's snitching. That's snitching. Whether you're lying or not, that's you're telling something. You're telling something. You're snitching on yourself when you do that. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you're lying or not. So um, I'm basically snitching right now for saying that pretty much everybody snitches because as long as you're telling somebody something, it's snitching. Like, oh, I'm having a good day. Look, you're snitching on yourself right now. You're telling people you're having a happy old time. So yeah, and yes, don't forget the biggest one. Gossiping is snitching because you're telling secrets. And that person might not have been wanted, and one might not have wanted you to tell that secret. So you're snitching. Okay? Well, here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is hold on, let me change the camera angle. Moral of the story is that there's no way around snitching. So no matter what you do, you will snitch. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, basically, the only people who really don't want you to snitch are criminals, and that's why they say that there's honor among thieves. So if you're doing something illegal, you wouldn't want somebody telling on you. So keeping a code of conduct would stop that from happening. So yeah, all right, I'm not gonna snitch on you, you don't snitch on me, but we're doing both doing bad things. So yeah, I mean it kind of makes sense, but I am not a criminal, so I'm not gonna follow that rule. And I don't know, you've probably heard before that famous drug lords. I don't want to name exact ones because I'm not sure which one of them have done this, but I've heard of it and I've seen one do it. I think his name was Frank Lucas. When he got caught, he snitched on everybody, and the cartel members of that drug lord that are working under that drug lord, like Pablo Escobar's men, they snitched on Pablo Escobar when they got caught. So there really is no honor among thieves. So I still don't get where it's come from because if there's no honor among thieves, what is this whole snitches get stitches thing? I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking about something that like immature people do, but I don't know. I just see it happening too often. Not lately, but I remember this from my younger days, and I'm pretty sure there's some adults that probably think that they're tough or they're cool and they don't want to seem like they're a snitch or whatever. But no matter what, especially especially if you have like something to lose or you have some like big house or jewelry, you're telling me that if somebody comes to take that from you, you're not gonna go call the police and ask them to find it for you. So yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I mean, unless you're gonna go kill them yourself and find them and get revenge, but that's not likely.